Nukes, Rebecca and Zied's marriage. 90 Day, the last resort. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about moments from 90 Day, the last resort. A conversation so intense that fans are convinced it could change Rebecca and Zied's relationship forever. For years, Rebecca and Zied have been considered one of the more stable couples in the 90 Day Fiance universe. They've faced long-distance struggles, cultural differences, family pressure, and trust issues. Despite all those challenges, they always seem to find a way back to each other. But this time, things feel different. During a recent emotional moment on The Last Resort, one sentence completely changed the mood between the couple. It wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. There were no plates thrown or people storming out of the room. Instead, it was a calm but deeply painful statement that left everyone speechless. Fans immediately took to social media, saying that this single comment may have revealed problems that have been hiding beneath the surface for years. So, what exactly happened? Throughout the retreat, couples were encouraged to open up about their deepest fears, frustrations, and emotional wounds. Therapists challenged everyone to stop avoiding difficult conversations and finally speak the truth. Rebecca entered the session hoping to strengthen her marriage. Zied appeared more reserved than usual, quietly listening while emotions filled the room. At first, everything seemed normal. Rebecca talked about how much she had sacrificed for their relationship. She spoke about moving mountains to make their marriage work, leaving behind comfort, taking financial risks, and constantly trying to understand Zied's perspective. She admitted that loving someone from another culture came with challenges she never expected. Meanwhile, Zied listened carefully without interrupting. Then it was finally his turn to speak. Instead of giving a long emotional speech, he looked directly at Rebecca and quietly expressed something that instantly changed the atmosphere. His words suggested that he sometimes feels unheard and emotionally disconnected, despite everything they've built together. The room fell silent. Rebecca's facial expression changed almost immediately. You could see the surprise, disappointment, and confusion all at once. It wasn't just what he said. It was the fact that she never realized he had been carrying those feelings for so long. For viewers, this moment felt incredibly real. Many fans commented that relationships don't usually fall apart because of one argument. Instead, they slowly weaken when small disappointments remain unspoken. Others felt Zied's honesty was actually a positive step. Some viewers praised him for finally expressing emotions that he may have kept hidden for years. They argued that difficult conversations are uncomfortable, but honesty is often necessary if a relationship is going to survive. Not everyone agreed, however. Another group of fans believed Rebecca deserved more appreciation. They pointed out everything she has done since bringing Zied to America. From supporting him financially to helping him adjust to a completely new country, many viewers felt Rebecca had consistently put the marriage first. To them, Zied's comments seemed unfair. As the discussion continued, Rebecca became increasingly emotional. She admitted hearing those words hurt more than she expected. She questioned whether everything she had done over the years had been enough. The vulnerability in her voice resonated with many longtime fans. Relationships often reach a point where both partners begin measuring sacrifices differently. One person remembers everything they gave. The other remembers everything they felt was missing. Neither perspective is necessarily wrong. But when those feelings finally collide, the result can be devastating. That seems to be exactly what happened here. Therapists encouraged both Rebecca and Zied to avoid becoming defensive. Instead of arguing about who was right, they asked each partner to explain why they felt the way they did. Rebecca admitted she constantly worries about losing the relationship. She confessed that fear sometimes causes her to overthink situations and become overly protective. Zied, on the other hand, explained that he sometimes struggles to communicate emotions because he prefers avoiding conflict. Unfortunately, avoiding conflict often creates even bigger problems later. Many couples watching from home probably recognize themselves in that moment. Sometimes, silence feels easier than honesty, but silence rarely solves anything. As the therapy session continued, both partners became more emotional. Rebecca wiped away tears several times. Zied appeared visibly uncomfortable discussing deeply personal feelings in front of cameras. Still, he continued speaking. That alone impressed many viewers. Social media quickly exploded with reactions. Some fans predicted divorce. Others insisted this was simply a healthy breakthrough that every struggling couple eventually experiences. One popular opinion online suggested that their relationship isn't ending. It is finally becoming more honest. Another fan wrote that this conversation probably should have happened years ago. Several viewers even thanked the show for presenting relationship counseling in a more realistic way, instead of focusing only on explosive drama. Of course, not everyone watches reality television for emotional growth. Many viewers immediately began speculating about the future. Could this conversation permanently damage Rebecca and Zied's marriage? Or could it actually become the turning point that saves it? At this point, nobody knows for sure. What we do know is that trust isn't built overnight, and it certainly isn't repaired overnight either. Both Rebecca and Zied now face an important decision. Will they continue avoiding uncomfortable truths? Or will they use this difficult conversation as the foundation for a stronger relationship? Throughout their time together, they've overcome immigration challenges, cultural adjustments, family expectations, financial pressure, and public criticism. Compared to those obstacles, honest communication might actually be the hardest challenge yet. Because unlike paperwork or distance, you can't simply solve emotional disconnection with time. It requires patience, understanding, listening, and sometimes admitting uncomfortable truths. Many longtime fans still believe Rebecca and Zied genuinely love each other. Their chemistry has always been obvious. But love alone doesn't guarantee a successful marriage. Communication, respect, emotional safety, and mutual understanding matter just as much. The latest episode reminded viewers of that important lesson. Reality television often focuses on dramatic arguments. Yet sometimes the quietest conversations leave the deepest impact. One honest sentence, one difficult confession, one vulnerable moment. That's sometimes all it takes to completely change the direction of a relationship. Whether Rebecca and Zied emerge stronger or continue drifting apart remains to be seen in upcoming episodes. For now, fans can only watch, speculate, and hope that both partners continue putting in the work necessary to rebuild trust. Because if there's one thing 90 Day Fiance has taught viewers over the years, it's that relationships are rarely simple. Every couple has hidden struggles. Every marriage has difficult conversations. The difference is whether two people choose to face those problems together or separately. Rebecca and Zied are now standing at exactly that crossroads. Only time will reveal which path they choose. What do you think? Was Zied right to finally express his feelings? Or do you think Rebecca deserved more understanding after everything she sacrificed? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your opinion. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest